Okay, so I want to have a real conversation today because I feel like there's so much noise around fitness and everyone's doing their thing. Pilates, cycling classes, hot yoga, and I love all of it, I really do. But we need to talk about what's actually happening to your body as you age and why that alone is not actually going to be enough, because here's the truth. Nobody really says out loud, after 30 your body starts losing muscle. Not dramatically at first, but it is happening, and by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, it accelerates. We're talking 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade if you are not actively fighting it. And muscle's not just about looking toned. Muscle is your metabolism. Muscle is your bone density. Muscle is what keeps you from falling and breaking a hip at 70. Muscle is literally your longevity. So when I see women, especially, doing all the right things, they're moving their bodies, they're staying consistent, but they're avoiding the weight room because it feels intimidating, or they don't want to bulk up, or they just don't think that they actually need it. I want to shake them and gently say, please hear me on this. Pilates is incredible for core stability and flexibility, and I genuinely think that everyone should be doing it. Yoga is incredible for your nervous system, for your mobility, for your mind. Cycling will absolutely get your heart pumping. But none of them creates the mechanical load your bone and muscle needs to actually stay dense and strong. You need resistance. You need to actually challenge your muscle fibers to the point where your body says, okay, I need to rebuild this. I need to make this stronger. That's what lifting weights does. That's what no other modality actually fully replaces. And let's talk about what aging actually looks like without it, because this is the part that motivates me every single time I don't feel like going. Bone density drops, especially post-menopause. Metabolism slows because you have less muscle burning energy at rest. Your balance gets worse. Your joints get more vulnerable because the muscles around them are weaker. Your insulin sensitivity decreases. Your cognitive function, yes, even your brain, is affected by muscle loss. And the research on this, it's not even subtle. But here's the flip side, and this is what gets me fired up. Strength training addresses almost all of it. Every single one. It builds and preserves muscle mass. It increases bone density, which is massive for women. It improves insulin sensitivity. It boosts your metabolism. It protects your joints. It improves your balance and coordination. There are studies showing it supports cognitive health and reduces the risk of depression. It literally makes you more capable in your actual life. Carrying groceries, playing with your kids, getting up off the floor, not getting winded on the stairs. This is not aesthetic. This is functional. This is longevity. And I want to be clear. I'm not telling you to quit Pilates or stop riding your bike. Please don't. Do all of it. But add the weights 2 to 3 times a week. That's it. You don't need to live in the gym. You don't need to become a powerlifter. You just need to pick things up and put them down again, progressively, consistently, over time, for your future self, and the one who's strong and independent and moving freely at 70, 80 years old. They're counting on the choices that you make right now today. So lift the weights. Do it for them.